So much for coming today. We don't take it for granted. It's one thing to sign up for a webinar, another thing is to show up. So thank you for showing up here today. We have here people from all around the world. I just wrote to myself what I saw: Slovenia, Canada, London, Poland, US, India, Taiwan, Slovakia, Israel, all over. So Switzerland, you can keep on writing on the chat. It's nice. So welcome. And Ireland. This is the magic of points of view, getting together mind-like people from all around the world. So thank you for coming from Shanghai as well. I'm Yaron Golan. I'm a founder of Points of View. I'm very happy to be here with you. And together with me, there is Nimrod here, our CEO, and Orly, our tribe manager, and Rina, lead master. You're going to meet her in a few minutes. And we prepared for you a beautiful, magical webinar. Also, France is in the house. Welcome, France. 12 points. And so we prepared for you a beautiful session. We are going to give you a taste of the magic of points of view, of this really unique and creative work that we are doing. And we are going to share with you a bit. And I have a feeling, first of all, that it's going to be interesting and that you might even get an insight or two personal life and in your professional life. So I'm Yaron Golan. I'm founder of Points of View. I'm coming from business management and psychology. And I'm a business coach in the last, oh my God, 22 years now, 23 years now. I can't believe it. And I'm a father to 3 small boys. This is another story. And I will tell you a little bit about Points of View, and then I will let Rina, our lead master, to give you a taste a little bit more about what we do. So just to tell those of you who are new to Points of View, we are developing and creating powerful tools for learning and for development. We have physical and tangible tools and digital tools based on photos and metaphors, the language of the 21st century. Our tools really ignite creativity. They are triggering our right brain, allowing us to touch significant issues, intuition, imagination in a very unexpected but precise way. So we have a variety of tools in more than 30 languages. We have an academy where we are certifying and teaching professionals all around the world how to use our tools, how to implement them into their coaching sessions, retreats, development programs, all kind. And we are working a lot with organizations, from some of the ones that you see here on the screen and some small ones as well, helping really to make the best out of the human potential that we have in the organization, with the managers, with the teams. Our language is experiential learning. We know we are delivering content, but what we are really specializing is to deliver a very powerful and transformative experience. We are taking leaders, managers, teams, and really helping them to create a culture of dialogue, of growth, and really feeling a sense of belonging. So this is about us a little bit. I will share with you a little bit more later about our unique programs and some very interesting offerings. But for now, I let Rina to take the stage.
Thank you, Yaron. Wow, it's amazing to see so many people from different places. Some of you maybe I met personally on Zoom, on cubicles, as I call it, through the academy or our business trainer certification process. And some of you are new, and it's very exciting to be with you for the first time. But we're going to talk today about visuals and how much they're important and how we can harness their benefits to our work. And maybe it's to start with open our cameras and making ourselves visible and really showing up and being here today. Because if we want to use visuals, let's be there. So thank you for really joining and bringing your energy to the room, and we can do it together. So Yaron said something about me being a lead master. So first of all, I'm from Israel. I'm 47. I have 4 adolescents, kids at home. So it's a full time. And to escape from that, I have my clinic and my everyday job, which means talking to amazing people and one-on-one sessions and group facilitation. And I'm so privileged to be working with Points of View for the last, I don't know, almost 10 years, facilitating workshops in Israel and globally, most of the time through Zoom, but sometimes I have the real privilege and to meet people and to hug them across the world and to really be there for the academy workshops that we have when we train people how to put that in their professional life, one-on-one sessions or facilitating groups. And I'm part of an amazing team of the business trainer, which we are creating something totally new. It's the second course that I'm delivering right now. And it's amazing to see how we can implement those tools in the organizations and in firms and to make it even bigger than, I don't know, that I imagined through the years. And you know, I'm working with people every day, and maybe it's just me, I don't know, but I'm curious, maybe it's not. If sometimes you feel that you are working with someone and you feel stuck, that maybe the conversation is repeating itself. And my, I don't know, coachee, for example, is stuck on the same story, on the same routine. Or maybe I'm asking the most simple question and he can't reach inside, or she, to understand what's the answer, what's going on inside. So I'm just curious, how many of you feel that it sounds familiar? And if you could just raise your hand. Thank you. So I'm not alone. We're in a good company. Good to know. It's not just me.
So turn it on.
And you know, maybe some of you are really raising your virtual hand and physical hand. Good to see. And maybe we can share a little bit about it later. And I think that the biggest question, why? Why is it happening? Because it seems like we're in the most verbal time in the world, right? We are tweeting, we are messaging, we have a lot of things to say about everything. But somehow, when it's reaching us, when it's going deeper, whether it's on the personal level, but also in the professional life, in our workplace, how legit is it to say how I feel? What's going on? What's on my mind, right? So why do you think that we feel stuck sometimes? That we can't speak up? That we cannot share? Any ideas? You can just unmute yourself or write in the chat, whatever is comfortable for you. Why are we stuck?
Because sometimes we're just overwhelmed with the amount of data we have to process,
Okay.
things we have to do on multiple levels. It's not just one level. You talked about being a mum and doing this, but there are people that are doing 2 or 3 jobs in the same company, with roles, and the stress is enormous.
So we're overwhelmed, maybe we're overworked. A lot of things going on in the same time. Very good. What else? Katrina, you wanted to say something too, Katrina?
Yeah. We may be afraid of something, maybe of saying our opinion. This is one thing that we have in our mind. And secondly, maybe we believe that we don't have the perfect answer.
So we're overthinking. How will it sound? Is it okay to talk about it? Is it okay to share? Will there be someone on the other side to listen? Maybe it's not the norm in the place that we are. Maybe we don't think the other person has the capacity. Very good. And you know, sometimes we are so busy doing what we need to do that in order to answer the simplest question of, hey, how am I? It's complicated. We have an answer, right? Okay, fine, good, whatever. Is it the truth? Rarely. Because if I really want someone to answer this question, he needs to stop, to pause, to go inside. And our everyday life is like a rush. We are racing ourselves and others, right? All the time. So it's not an easy task, not for us, not for the people that we are working with. one-on-one, in groups, in workplaces. And we want to talk today about solutions and what can help us to do that. So what's helping you when you are working with someone and you feel that they are stuck? Any ideas, tips that you have?
Hi, everyone. Christine speaking. Hi, Yaron.
Yes.
I think I try to listen the emotion of the other person.
To
first
listen to
of
the
all.
emotions.
Yes, because
Good.
it depends of the emotion, the way I will talk or work with him.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. What else helps you? Yes, Bia.
Hello,
Yeah, you
everyone.
have to unmute yourself.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. Yes. What it works also for me is to use metaphors because
Metaphor.
it's used to see with another eyes the situation.
Good. So metaphors, someone wrote jokes to bring
Mhm.
humor, to make something lighter. Yes, Naush?
I think it's, as you already mentioned, we're all in a fast speed. So sometimes, just slowing down to speed up always helps.
Okay. So first of all, to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And to stop the race, even in our meetings, right? And to give it space.
Correct.
Sometimes we have external reasons for why it's hard to speak up. We don't trust the person. It's not something in the norm. So we don't feel safe about it or the setting. And when we're working with, for example, managers and teaching them how to make different atmospheres in their workplace, we're talking first of all about those things. But today I want to talk about inner research for why it's hard. And some of you talked about it because we need to stop and to realize what's going on. We need to allow ourselves this time. Sometimes we even need to understand for ourselves before we speak up what's going on inside, because we have a lot of noise. So what's important and what not? What am I supposed to talk to and what not? And even if I know how or what's going on, what can I use to make it easier for me to talk? Marunal, you wanted to say something? You
Yeah,
raise your
hi.
hand?
Yeah. Sometimes it is sharing with them about how I am feeling as I'm listening to them. So rather than getting kind of busy and entrenched into their content, what they are speaking, sometimes taking that pause and just sharing, how I'm feeling listening to you, and then sharing just some words that the way we are feeling. I think that sometimes connects deeply and really shifts the conversation in the way that they start looking at it. Okay, so they are feeling that way, and they get in touch with how they are feeling.
And
I think that sometimes breaks it.
Yeah, and it makes me feel that someone is interested in me and they can see me, and maybe they can reflect something that I can see from myself, from my own perspective, right? We're talking about points of view and the way we have different points of views about things. So by sharing something and telling you what I see gives me another perspective, right? Thank you.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the most deep and powerful tool that we are using. We're using visuals and metaphors and archetypes when we want to help people to reach that spot, to move behind all those reasons that we were talking about, that they can make me feel resistance or not comfortable or not easy or even unable to touch inside. So let's talk a little bit about how visuals are powerful and what's the change that they're bringing to the conversation. Okay? So I'll share my screen for a second and it will be easier. I'll put both of them here and you can see me like this, right? Can you see my screen? So let's start with understanding. Wait a minute.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Wait, I'll do it again.
We don't see the presentation mode. We see like the slide.
Okay, wait, I'll do it again. 3 is a charm, right? So now you can see it.
Is a charm, and an ice cream also is on your way.
I know, and it's summer and it's hot, so it's nice. So let's go back to why visuals and metaphors can help us transform the conversation. We were talking about people who have trouble reaching inside themselves. And you know, most of the time, our left brain is holding the wheel. This is to be responsible, to think about those small details, to, you know what? This is the part that is listening to me right now, maybe trying to write down, to figure things out, to understand whatever I'm teaching, saying. This is the part that is in charge because we need it. It's the logic. It's the verbal part. It helps us in most of our day's tasks. But when I'm asking someone, what do you think about something? I need his left brain. When I'm asking, how are you? It goes to a different place, our right brain, the part that puts aside logic and it works from intuition. And instead of words, it uses emotions and photos as triggers to go inside. This is why we take photos, right? We want to remember the moment, to capture whatever happened there, because we can't take everything in notes, and we want to combine those parts. So if I want to ask an emotional question, I need to help my participant, my coachee, my coworker to reach a different side in his brain. And the metaphors are like a crack, and they're allowing me to go from left to right, and even to combine them when I need to find words to visuals. So I'm tapping into emotional part, intuitive part. I'm tapping into a place that maybe I didn't think about talking about it. Not because I was shy, because I didn't know how to reach that part. So visual helps us, first of all, that in putting something in words. And even think about it, when I'm using a visual, I'm not starting the conversation from scratch. Okay, I don't know how I feel right now. By talking through a visual, through a photo, I can start from the object, from the colors, from what's capturing my eyes, for what I see, for what I feel, for what I hear. And from talking outside, on the photo, on the person there, slowly, slowly, through questions and through observing, and everything is part of the slowing down process, I'm reaching inside. So if I'm stuck with words, I have them. They don't have to come from what I think. They're coming from what I see and how much it touches. And then I can answer anything that I want. So visuals will give me an opportunity to play with things, even to articulate my thoughts, because I don't even know how to start. Okay, I have something in front of me that can help me, that can touch something else. And you know, we're not using in points of view just visuals of photographs that our participants took, right? We have cards. So what's the difference? Why do we use cards? Any ideas? When I'm saying even cards, where is it taking you in your mind? Katarina?
It's a game.
Cards. What's the first association?
Playfulness.
Playing. Playing. Going back to our childhood, right? It was fun. We still like to play cards, right? So it's not to work, it's to play. And it's a deep play, it's with myself. So it brings good memories, good vibes, and it changes something in the frequency of my mind, from just thinking to feeling, to connecting things, to seeing something that maybe is not adding up in the photo for me. And in our cards, sometimes we are using both visuals and words. Again, we are connecting the left brain and the right brain, creating a new bridge. So cards are serving us to be playful to change the frequency in our brains, and to connect something that in our everyday life is not connected. Any questions about that before I'm moving on? Or have I convinced you that visual rocks? I see smiling faces, so I guess it's okay.
We were convinced from the first place, you know, this is why we are here, I think, you know.
I bought you from the beginning, you say. Okay, and you know, I guess some of you are working intuitively with cards or with visuals, and the purpose here is to go deeper and to let you understand the logic behind it or why we're doing it the way we are. And I don't know, I think that I can talk for hours about visuals and about our tools, but I really believe that the best part is to experience and not only to talk about, right? Are you ready for that? Yay! Thank you for being alive, for nodding, for smiling, something. So, in order to see how it works, we're always starting from a question. So let's put all the logic and all the knowledge that I tried to give you from a few minutes aside. And just connect to yourself. Let's really slow down. Take even a nice breath. And my question for you is, what challenge I'm currently facing? What challenge is relevant right now in my life? And be specific. Maybe it's from your professional life. Maybe it's in your personal life, a relationship, health, money. But something that you want to explore, that you feel that you are ready to dive deeper. And just take 2 minutes to write down to yourself. What's the challenge? Make it precise for you. You can just write down freely. You don't have to share. It's all for you. Take a few more seconds. And you know, I guess that each and every one of us, when we see this challenge written in front of us, we have already ideas. And I'm trying to be gentle and to say ideas, but actually we have like answers about this challenge, right? Our mind is already racing to what I know about it. But today we're going to reach into that part that maybe doesn't know or wants to explore, okay? So if we will just talk about it, we will stay with what we already know, with what's on the surface, and we want to go deeper, right? So let's use visuals. If you have any card of points of view, you can take any deck that you want and just pull a card. And today we are inviting you, if you want to play with us, to work on Speak Up Digital. So Yaron will put on the chat our link for today. And I will share my screen in a second.
I suggest before you click on my link, first let Rina to guide you through and then click on the link so you have a chance to understand what we are going to do.
Yes. So now just sharing my screen so it's visible for you. You can enroll as guest. And then it asks you if you want to play with us on what challenge am I currently facing. So I'll wait for you. And what you will do is you have the question and you know your own challenge. And we're going to choose a card. So I can click in the center and I have all 30 cards in front of me and I can just go to the left or to the right. I can also scroll from here and choose one. And then I'm just clicking on the choose button and I have the card in front of me. And this is all I'm asking right now. To think about your question, about your own personal challenge, and choose a photo. You can choose it facing up where you can see the cards, or you can choose facing down and to which card I pushed. This is the one that I'm working with right now. And let's observe it. So I'll give you a minute just to find yourself and to open your screens and to have just one card. So I'm asking myself, I'm thinking about my own challenge and choosing. Is everyone okay with the digital form and you have options to choose cards? Thumbs up, something that I know that everyone's okay. Thank you. And let's just take a few minutes.
Sorry, just a moment. How can I pick up a card?
Yes, you can scroll over the cards and to click on one, and then they will open in front of you, and you are choosing the card, and you have like a green button, choose, like a V button, and just click on it. And then it will stay on your layout chart. Okay?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Good. So everyone is ready. And this is your personal time, just to observe the card. I know that you chose it, and maybe you looked at it in a glance, right? But let's go deeper. This is the art of working with visuals. It's not to rush. It's not to say, okay, I looked at it, next. Next, we have in other fields in our lives. And I'm asking a few questions that just to trigger your mind. You don't have to answer all of them. You can write down for yourself. What do you see? When your eyes are observing the card, what do you see? What is even the most important, dominant part in the photo for you? Because this card came to you. Maybe it's interesting. Did you choose a card which is colorful? Or maybe it's black and white? Maybe it's also somehow connected to your challenge, even the colors. You know, if we had the card in our phone, in our gallery, we could do it with our fingers, this, right? To make things larger. So what makes me curious? And if I could, I would make it larger because I want to explore it even more. Or maybe it's the opposite. If I could do this and make things smaller so I can see the frame and what's not in the frame right now. So what kind of more information I can get from that? And it's all in my mind. It's just an imaginary question. Maybe the card reminds you of something in your own life, from your own experience. It's throwing you back into a moment. And what else can this card tell you about your challenge? About what's really going on? What's really going on in this challenge of mine? Just through the image, what new insight can I gain? And if you want to add another layer to that, beneath the photo, there is a place for a word that I can even take from this carousel, a word. And maybe it's the title of the insight that I have right now. So if I'll share my screen, you can see that I can choose, for example, a word from here. And for me, the first one will be this. So I have my question, my photo, and my word. So what was your first reaction to the word? And how it can summarize even the insight for your question. Maybe we have like just a few minutes if someone wants to share an insight. I love it when all of you together want to jump in and just share and share and share. And maybe the question if
I'll go. So I had an interesting
Irvin.
experience. I got the picture of the young girl on the wall with the hand over the eyes.
Yes.
And so the initial emotional response to that is a negative feeling. Someone is preventing me seeing.
Mhm.
And then as I looked at it a little deeper, the figure of the child kind of evoked then a different emotion, and one of the emotion was the abandonment of not being able to see, this childlike wonder, and still being able to visualize in your head without having to see. And so it's a different mindset that this is really fun. So the experience I'm facing, I can feel like I'm blind, or I can enter it with childlike anticipation.
And it's interesting, is someone else preventing me to see?
Yeah.
Or am I doing it for myself?
Yeah.
Am
absolutely.
I playing or am I holding back?
Yeah.
And who are you in the photo?
I'm not sure who I am. Initially, I'm not the girl. I'm very attracted by the paint in the back. I think I'm in the background. So I am.
You are the back. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what was your word, Irvin?
My word was priorities.
Okay. So how this word gives you another thing about an insight from your question.
So
Priorities.
initially, when I see priorities, my jump is to do a to-do list. And then I'm thinking, in the spirit of that childlike, is maybe the priority is not something I do, but how I show up.
And if I can add a question, what was prior to that?
Prior to
not seeing, to not playing, or even to the challenge that you were thinking about? I'm just opening.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
think.
You don't have to answer. I'm just playing with the words.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
taking it to another level for you from what you said. Thank you for being brave and sharing with us.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm curious for how many of you this process gave insights, something that you wouldn't think about, but now came up just because the visual and the questions made a difference. I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, more hands. Thank you. So we did like, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. Just imagine what we can do with a full hour with someone. So it's not just an icebreaker, how to open a session or how to close it. It can be a full session, whether it's one-on-one or with a group. And we want to give you some examples or ideas about what we can do about it. So I'll go back to my presentation. If it will move. Okay. So first of all, when we're talking about coaching someone, so we can do the same process that we did right now, for example, to give our participant or coachee just to choose a question, something that is echoing or resonating for him in his life right now from any field that he wants. And then to choose a card, maybe 1, maybe 2, sometimes even 3. It depends how elaborate is the question and how much more expanding part we need to answer it to ourselves. And we are there to guide him. He's not just taking a photo, answering, and goodbye. This is not the process. It's to ask questions. It's to point out maybe specific thing that we can see in the visual, even if it's in the photo, in the word, in the combination, and always to bring them back how it's connected to the question that we started. Otherwise, it's a nice conversation, but we want an insight, and then we want an action plan of what we want to do. So this is the first example. The second one is that we can give our client a free choice, a free hand, and give them an option to choose cards. And then they're not the only one who are sharing. Maybe we can give our perspective, the way we see things. It's not about convincing us who's right about the photo. Again, I'm reminding us it's about making it broader perspective, to see things, to even to show them that we see them and how it connected again to the issue that they're dealing with or anything that is important for them in their lives. And we're also open to do work with organizations. So just imagine that most of the time in workplaces, we don't have time to talk, right? We have meetings for what's going on, is everything okay, maybe a feedback, maybe something, but we're not really here to talk. So we can do teamwork. We gave you just example of choosing a card reflects about the team dynamic, about maybe what's our strength, what our weaknesses, what change do we need. And each member of our team will choose a card to the same question and they will share. And it's not about just sharing a next. We need to be curious. We need to ask maybe more questions about a photo, or maybe even see the connection between my photo, Yaron photos, Nimrod's photos, so we can see something from a bird point of view about the whole team. And of course, as a facilitator, we can see things without the inner drama, and maybe we can say something about how they work together, or even observe and then do our one-on-one work with them. But think how much we can learn just from the photos they choose, the way they express themselves, who's talking with who's first, who's last. So much information is just there for us. And we can also give you an example of how to play with the cards and bring this playfulness into the team. So how to do a collective storytelling, that I'm starting a story not from verbal part, but from choosing a card and saying, I don't know, 2 sentences about it. And then Yaron takes a card and he needs to continue my story. And it's fun and it's sometimes easier than just to talk. And it can be an opening or a closing or for celebrations or anything else that we want. But we can also tell stories about the team, about the things that we're going through as a team. Any questions about what I shared? Yes, Christine.
Just a quick one, really. Could you use it as and you know, you're trying to attract new clients, and you want to give them a quick taster of what it's really like, so that it's better if they experience it. Could you use that on the person? Join me for
Yes.
immersive and taste it
Amazing.
out. Yeah.
And
Could you
because this tool is amazing on Zoom, and they have the option to choose cards. I'm not choosing it for them. So they're choosing the card. They're responsible of the choosing part. They can talk about it. We can ask questions. It can be very light, just to show them how it's done. And it can be very deep. So it's not combining you just to face-to-face workshops or meetings. And yes, it's an amazing appetizer for how deep we can do with your team. Just experience it on yourself. Yes, thank you for the question. So, Yaron, I think that we are ready to move on to you.
Thank you. I want to answer also, Christine, that this is actually one of the best tools to create bonding and connection with a new client. Just think about it. You invite him or her to play and to explore together with you maybe a challenge or an issue that they are facing and dealing, and use the photos and metaphors. And 10 minutes afterwards, you go together to the depths, and you have a chance to listen, to show curiosity, to ask questions, to share reflection. This is sometimes the best way to connect and to work with. I see some of the questions here in the chat. I'm going to relate to that. So first of all, Rina, it's a pleasure to listen to you. Thank you for sharing with us. And to all of you, we have our tools online and digital available on the website. You can use them in any way that you want, freestyle. You can come up with any ideas. They are very intuitive. They are very powerful. And again, you can make them your own. We know that for some of you, it's not enough. Some of you are interested more about learning really the methodology behind it, the philosophy behind it, not only using it as an icebreaker, but really take people to a very deep and transformative journey, and the possibilities are endless. So most of you here, I know that you are professionals. I'm going to share with you some of the options if you really want to learn more and to become certified in using our tools and paying it forward in your own country. There are a few very interesting possibilities. The first one is the Points of View Academy. We have an academy that is based on 4 levels of knowledge. The first 2 levels are online. We do have them also face-to-face, but also online, people coming from all over the world, and we teach the basics of the Points of View methodology. You experience it on your own, and then we teach you how to pay it forward. And the level 3 and level 4, they are face-to-face. Level 3, it's our flagship program. It's 5 days, all-inclusive in beautiful resorts around the world. For me, it's a kind of Disneyland for personal development. You really go there through a very life-changing even process with your personal hat, and you meet people from all around the world, and you get really big insights on your life. And then also you learn how to do it to other people. So this is the academy. I'm not going to go too much into that. It's an amazing journey for those of you who want to start using Points of View in a more professional way, to learn everything, the techniques behind it, to facilitate Points of View workshops in your country for other professionals. This is a great path. And I'm going to deliver, by the way, we just finished, Marek is not here. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we finished in Poland, a 5-day turning point program, the level 3. I'm going to deliver one in June next to San Diego in a beautiful resort from the 20th to the 24th of June. We have an amazing group coming from all around the world. And the next one is in Thailand in September. For those of you who feel a calling and you want to start small and you want to start experiencing it, we have the Hello Points level 1. It's online, 2 sessions. You're going to meet with people from all around the world and have a very powerful journey with yourself. Today, you got only a small glimpse of it. It's a very good package with 2 of our best-selling tools. So you're going to really learn the basics and become an explorer. This is your entering point. And we have a special offer. You will get an email afterwards. If you have a calling, this can be a very good start for you. This is one option. Another thing is, the academy is more oriented for personal development and professional development. But in the last few years, there is a huge and growing demand for the business, for organizations. It's unbelievable. When we started almost 20 years ago, the first presentation, I came to a company, they didn't know what I'm talking about. It felt like I'm completely, it was 20 years ago. Coaching was all in the beginning, wellness, well-being. It wasn't the language. Today, all the organizations are speaking this language. They are looking for tools, for innovative tools, for right brain tools. And this is our added value. We know how to take the left brain, which is already advanced, but to add the right brain into it, the creative part, the intuition part, the imaginative part, the really feeling part, and connect both of them together. So we created a set of solutions, from products to training programs that are specifically oriented for organizations and for people who are working with organizations, business coaches, organizational development, HR, OD, who really wants to bring our tools into their own practice, who works with their clients or in the organization itself. And we created a journey where you can grow together with us. We have the first level, it's the certification itself, where I'm going to talk about it in a moment, but this is the basic. You get the training, you get a certification, and then we really hold you step by step and helping you find clients locally in your market, launching for you a LinkedIn campaign, supporting you in the marketing, in the professional design of workshops. And then we have the third level. It's really to become an official training partner. And it has lots of benefits. I'm not going to talk all about it today. I hope some of you, I have a feeling some of you might be interested to learn more. I want to show you about the first level, the business trainer certification. This is the basic. This is where we start. It's an online training. We are opening the third one on September 2025. We already have, it's almost full, and we're probably going to have another date. And the business trainer certification, we took all of our knowledge and tools that we designed for organization, and we brought them into a very practical and powerful certification for professionals. So first of all, in this program, you are going to get an access for our exclusive tools. Speak Up Digital, by the way, is included. What you experience today, the Speak Up Toolkit. You are going to really learn some how to work with our newest and innovative training kit, Click It, which I'm going to show you in a moment. So you're going to learn all of that. You're going to really learn how to deliver points of view, official training and workshop for organizations that we developed. We are going to teach you step by step. You're going to get a full booklet, interactive booklet with more than 250 pages of very detailed logistics, marketing, professional, everything you need to know how to deliver those programs. And you are going to get a certification by ICF. You are going to get certification by SHRM, Society of HR. And not only that, you will be able to provide, once you become certified, you will be able to provide official ICF, CCUs, and SHRM by giving and facilitating points of view training and programs for organizations. And of course, there is a huge business opportunity into that, to bring it to your own existing clients, to open up a new channel of clients with our unique and creative tools. So this is the program very in a nutshell. It's much more than that, and it's a process that we are looking not only for people who are interested to learn how to use those tools and implement them in organizations. We are looking for people who want to grow with us, who really have a passion and a calling to bring points of view or these innovative tools to your own country. We will support you. We will give you hand by hand. We will share with you all the knowledge and experience that we have, and to help you really make a big business of points of view in your own region. So that's your idea. You're going to get afterwards a link if you want to learn more. And again, we will meet with you. We will ask you some questions. You can ask us anything you have in mind. And together we will make sure that this can be a very good match. And if yes, get ready. It's going to be your big next business breakthrough. This is the Click It sets. Just a glimpse of it. It's 4 different sets that each participants receive in our training. In our leadership training, managers, teams, they get a Click It. Each one of them with different cards, with different messages. It comes a full kit with a pen, and again, with beautiful materials inside, with photos, photo cards, question cards, stickers. You can do endless activities, and we will teach you some of those. And again, you can go no limit with your imagination of what you can do with it, and we will teach you all the process step by step. We are delivering this program online with people coming from sometimes 30 different countries. And this sharing with our tribe, with our community, you are not alone. You have other people with you on board, sharing knowledge, supporting you. This is something that is beyond words for me to explain. So this is really a little bit about points of view, what we do. If you want to ask any questions, any practical or anything, please, this is the time before we are going to conclude the meeting. Anyone who already attended level 1, level 2, and level 3, first of all, we would love to support you in facilitating level 1 and level 2 in your country. And if you already an academy graduate and you want to join the business part, and it's really something that you want to develop, reach out to us, leave your information in the link that we are sharing with you right now in the chat here or in the email that you will receive later. We will meet with you and we will help you take what you already know as a point of view certified trainer, facilitator, and also bring it into our business solutions. So make sure to leave your information. Any other questions, you can just unmute yourself. Would love to hear you. Please, you have here a link, by the way, to the landing page or to set up a meeting with one of my team members. She will help you with all the questions, and she will also ask you questions to see that it's a good fit. Let's see if we have any specific question. By the way, the program includes kits that we are going to send them to you. You have an option also to customize those kits. You can put your logo on the kits. You can put your client's logo. We are working with companies all around the world. They are putting their own logo and customizing this kit for their own brand name. This is a part of the magic. If you have any questions, let me see. You can just unmute yourself.
Can I say, because I'm already on that program, can I tell everybody how amazing it is?
I would love you, and it's a pleasure to have you on board. Yes.
Will you restrain me?
No, I'm not. I'm going to encourage you.
Well, honestly, I'm in the UK and I've been in coaching, learning and development for over 30 years. And the last 12 and a half, I was working for IBM, looking after 9 countries. And then I jumped out of there with my spotted hanky, ready to take on the world. And I'd been doing stuff, but wasn't doing it for me. And then Yaron came along and said, have you considered this? No. I've been on the periphery of points of view for a long time. And then I jumped in. I had no time to think. I just jumped in with both feet. And man, it is like swimming in honey. It is delicious. I have been stretched in places I didn't even think could be stretched. I'm excited. I've got the whole of the UK to take on, and it doesn't stop there. What he says about the support is not just because I've been on lots of other training where they give you the material and off you go down the road and you think, what was that about? This is a family. You assimilate, you're assimilated into the family. The community is amazing. It's 24/7 almost. You're getting pings, asking questions, and there is no chance of you being left behind. This company does not leave people behind. If it was an army, they would annihilate anything out there. It's just so fantastic. And now I'm going out with my spotted hanky, but I don't feel I'm going on my own. Every aspect, every question, every nuance has been addressed. And this is fantastic because it means when I hit the ground out there, I feel I have a whole army behind me. It's just amazing. So thank you. Thank you.
Wow,
for praising
Christine.
me.
First of all, thank you so much. It's really grateful to hear you. And
It's the truth.
the delicious is goosebumps.
Delicious is the word. Definitely delicious.
My pleasure and the team pleasure here to have you with us. So thank you. And again, everyone, this was only a small taste of what we do. And we are an army. We are army of love, army of light. and we bring this language to organization. We are teaching them a new language, a language of the heart. And this is the language also that this is the future. More and more organizations understand that it's not enough to be mission-oriented and to be goal-oriented and to task and to be very good on making things happen on the practical level. You have to be a caring leader. When we are showing our caring to our team, they want to do everything they can. They feel belong, they feel seen, and this is what the magic happens. And this is what we are teaching our certified trainers. So everyone, thank you for today. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure. I'm looking forward with excitement to meet you on our programs, either the Academy or the Business Trainer Certification. Let's dream big together. Let's start small. Everything is possible. Love you guys. All the best from Israel. Bye, Yush. Thank you for coming today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.